The rise in oil prices comes after the Trump administration on Tuesday revoked a waiver that allowed Iran to sell oil. The waiver, known as General License X, was issued 2 weeks ago as part of an interim peace deal between the U.S. and Iran. It exempted Iranian oil sales from U.S. sanctions. Iran's deputy foreign minister slammed the U.S. for revoking the waiver, saying it violated the MOU. But President Trump said earlier today the MOU is over. CBS News coordinating producer Richard Escobedo joins us now. So thank you so much for being here. Good to see you. How much does Iran rely on these oil sales?
Pretty significantly. It is a huge source of revenue for the regime. And just to give you some numbers, just yesterday, before this waiver was issued, or rather before this waiver was rescinded, Iran was trying to put 6 million barrels of oil onto tankers at that key transit facility called Karg Island. And since the cessation of sustained attacks and hostilities and that MOU was signed, Iran had been able to get 22 million barrels of oil out and sold. That's a lot of product. That's a lot of valuable product that they now can't sell without violating U.S. law.
So what happens to oil transactions in progress and authorized under the revoked waiver?
So if you are, say, India or China, and you have already purchased Iranian oil before yesterday, those transactions can continue to go through. But Iran doesn't get the money. The money actually will end up most likely in accounts here in the United States that are blocked. Those proceeds will be interest-bearing, and then it remains to be seen what happens after that.
So the average price of a gallon of gas right now is about $3.80. That's down from the peak of more than $4.50 in May. But are U.S. prices tied to Iran's ability to sell oil?
It's hard to untangle the geopolitics from the price you pay at the pump. And you mentioned some of those numbers, and Kelly talked about those in her piece a moment ago. $78 is about where oil settled today, and you saw prices spike yesterday to that level on the news of these waivers being revoked. It's obviously a far cry from $125, which is where oil peaked just a couple of months ago. It really remains to be seen where prices at the pump will settle. That waiver did bring millions of barrels of oil to market. It helped soothe things over for a little bit, but these things take time to develop, and so we'll have to see what happens.
Richard Escobedo, thank you.